So I understand what integration is now. It's something I always hear, but it's loving the parts of ourselves not just as an idea, not just as a concept, but as a lived embodied practice. It's the willingness to actually look at ourselves and see that we are already whole, even with our shadow, the parts that we push aside or don't like. It's not our enemy. It's the thing that crafts and curates us. It hands us our curriculum. It shapes us. It molds us. It softens us. It helps us develop deeper compassion. It opens our hearts if we allow it. The shadow only wants to be recognized. It was never proof that we're bad or broken the way that so many religious concepts have taught us. We do not need to be saved from ourselves. It's just that we needed to be willing to see ourselves and actually own what we find, not back away from it, but to accept our truth as it is right now. But so many of us are afraid to look at ourselves, afraid of what we might see, afraid of what that might mean, afraid of what we might feel based on some old belief that we're still holding on to about who we are or who we're allowed to be. The integration asks us to stay anyway, to stay with what is here, to stay with who we are, and to keep choosing to see it all through the eyes of love like you would a little child. Because it's all for you. Maybe that looks like meeting your flaws with curiosity. Maybe meet them with humor. Maybe sometimes it's even anger. Maybe it's tenderness. Maybe it's love. But what it is not is shame. It's not comparison. It's not guilt. It's not another reason to prove that you're behind or unworthy. It's something that we have agreed to move through in our lifetime in order to learn and expand. And yes, it can be hard. But what we find is as you keep returning to it again and again, you start to notice that you're not where you once were. Through your own inherent grace, you find yourself naturally moving through life in a new way. And what we are invited to participate in is this co-creation, to say yes to it. But it asks something of us, to look at ourselves and to see nothing but perfection, to recognize that every single thing is absolutely perfect, perfect for our own becoming. And we grew up thinking that there was always something to do, something to strive for, to fix, to hide, to shame. But all we ever really needed to do was acknowledge what is here and to keep choosing to love it even deeper. When we do this, we become a living temple of light, because that is the energy we begin to emanate out into the world. And people can feel it. And from that place, they start to become curious about their own inner selves, their own shadows, their own light.